AI is much more advanced than people realize, and the pace of progress is much greater than people realize.
Without Taiwan, it would be very difficult for Michael and I to do our jobs.
AI is rewriting the rules, just like the first time we all logged onto the internet or texted on smartphones. Small companies like Micron are humiliating their AI competitors like OpenAI. Nothing will be the same, and NVIDIA is looking like the only viable option to get ahead. Why is NVIDIA's AI breakthrough winning before everyone else? Let us explore these opportunities before they explode and everyone else catches on. The companies shaping tomorrow's AI. Generative AI is transforming our daily lives, similar to the impact of smartphones, the internet, and personal computers. However, for investors, the key to success doesn't lie in well-known companies like OpenAI. Rather, the real opportunity is in identifying the lesser-known companies that will succeed, regardless of which AI technology becomes most popular. This approach offers a more reliable path to wealth, bypassing the need for mere luck. Let's get straight to the point without wasting time. Tech like Micron Technology. This company is crucial as it manufactures high-bandwidth memory modules that are essential for NVIDIA's advanced technologies. The investment world is full of chances to make money, but here's the essential insight. Investing smartly doesn't involve just putting your money into the largest or most famous companies like Google. That approach is too simple and often not the most effective. Instead, it's wiser to look for companies that are set to excel, regardless of the prevailing AI technology. This strategy isn't just about avoiding poor choices. It's about making smart, informed decisions in a sector where predicting the next big thing is everyone's goal. Why then focus on a company like Micron? In the giant landscape of technology advancement, those who supply critical components, such as high-bandwidth memory, occupy a crucial role. As AI technologies increase their demands on hardware, providers like Micron, who equip them with necessary parts. Investing in AI is a long-term endeavor. It demands an ability to see beyond immediate trends and flashy tech news to the deeper, sustaining trends that will define the future. It's about placing bets on the infrastructure, the backbone supporting the ambitions of leaders like NVIDIA. In this strategic game, wise investors look for stable and dependable companies, those that supply the essential tools enabling major technological breakthroughs. In the high-tech world, companies such as Applied Materials are diligently improving the machinery used to create semiconductors, which are crucial for modern technology. Another giant in this field, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, manufactures over 90% of the world's most sophisticated chips. Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, on the other hand, seems to control a significant portion of the AI market, which is a considerable achievement. You might be curious about how these dominant businesses connect to advanced AI technologies like GPT-4 or Google Gemini. Let's take a closer look at the world of AI products, which are rapidly transforming our interaction with technology. The AI sector is not just on the rise, it's surging forward, anticipated to expand massively in the next 8 years. This booming growth means that each year, the industry could grow by over 36%, much faster than many other sectors. AI companies are central to this phenomenal growth. They develop and provide the crucial technologies needed for advanced AI applications. From sophisticated software that powers intelligent systems to the hardware that forms the backbone of these technologies, these companies are pivotal. Without their innovative products, like cutting-edge chips and complex algorithms, the pace of AI advancements might falter. The products these companies create are varied. They range from software that can understand and process human language to hardware like GPUs that perform complex calculations needed for machine learning. This blend of software and hardware is crucial for everything from autonomous vehicles that drive themselves to smart assistants that help manage our daily tasks. Most of the AI market's growth comes from the software side, which makes up about 75% of the entire industry. This area includes everything from AI platforms that businesses use to automate processes to apps that enhance user experiences with personalization and intelligence. The remaining 25% comes from hardware products, which are essential for running these sophisticated software applications. Among the top contenders in the AI product space are companies like OpenAI and Google. They are not only developing AI software, but also are deeply involved in creating ecosystems that support continuous innovation in AI technologies. Both companies utilize powerful GPUs from NVIDIA, a leading provider in the industry, to power their AI applications. These partnerships are crucial for their success and enable them to maintain a competitive edge. OpenAI and Google, for example, are known for their advanced AI research and product development, consistently pushing the boundaries of what AI can achieve. They compete not just to create better technologies, but to set the standards for how AI is used in various industries, from healthcare to entertainment. Furthermore, the partnership with NVIDIA, which provides them with the latest and most powerful GPUs, is vital. These GPUs are necessary for handling the immense computational requirements of modern AI algorithms and applications. This collaboration is a key factor in their ongoing success and innovation. However, the dominance of a few firms like NVIDIA in providing crucial AI hardware raises concerns about market competition. NVIDIA's GPUs are foundational to many AI products, and their superior performance has made them a popular choice. However, this near monopoly could potentially stifle innovation by making it hard for smaller firms to compete or introduce new and diverse technologies. Looking forward, the demand for AI-driven products, especially in data centers where AI processes are managed and executed, is expected to grow significantly. This growth signifies not only the increasing reliance on AI technologies, but also the potential for ongoing innovation in the field. Nevertheless, the concentration of market power in a few hands like NVIDIA's poses important questions. While it allows these companies to dictate the development pace and technology direction, it could also limit the introduction of varied and innovative products. This situation underscores the need for a balanced competitive environment that fosters diversity and innovation in the AI product space. Next, we explore NVIDIA, which is in charge of AI innovation, the race for next-gen technology. NVIDIA appears to be thriving and successfully navigating the competitive AI landscape. Every company discussed in this video contributes to NVIDIA's operations by providing the necessary components for its chips. The strategy discussed suggests that financial success might be achieved not by sheer luck, but through strategic investment in these suppliers. These products are used in everything from large data centers and everyday consumer computers to specialized industrial equipment and high-end smartphones. They are even important in automotive technology. Importantly, all these areas are currently upgrading their technology to incorporate memory that can handle the demands of AI, including generative AI projects and the infrastructure necessary for large data centers. This shift marks a crucial step for Micron as it positions itself as a central figure in the supply chain essential for powering the next generation of technology advancements. Smartphones with virtual assistants, wearables monitoring health, and cars that drive themselves are making more people want the latest gadgets. This huge interest is boosting the need for new types of memory that can store lots of data very fast, like NVMe solid-state drives and magnetic random access memory. Experts think this tech will grow by more than 6 times in the next 10 years, with yearly growth of about 22%. But there's an even bigger boom happening with high-bandwidth memory, which could grow nearly 50 times in just 7 years. This type of memory might grow at an amazing rate of 68% every year until 2030. Right now, high-bandwidth memory makes up just 5% of all the memory used. It's starting from such a tiny part of the market that any increase looks super big. This small size helps us see why the growth numbers are so high. It's common in tech to talk up big growth numbers to get people excited and attract money, but these figures start from a really low point. So while they are true, they can be tricky without some extra explanation. It's easy to be wowed by big percentages without understanding the actual growth amount, especially when it begins from a small base. High bandish memory works by stacking memory chips on top of each other and linking them through a middle hub. This setup lets them pack lots of memory into a smaller space. Its top perks are that it can move data really fast and uses less power, as the data doesn't have to travel far. NVIDIA's H200 data center GPUs incorporate Micron's high bandwidth memory cubes, notable for their efficiency. They consume about 30% less energy than their competitors, which is a significant reduction. Lower energy use not only saves money, but also lessens the environmental burden, a crucial factor given today's climate concerns. This intense demand underscores a broader trend in the tech industry, where companies are desperate to secure crucial components that are scarce. It showcases Micron's advantageous position in the market, benefiting from having a highly sought-after product that is in short supply. This situation illustrates the fierce competition and strong demand that characterize the technology sector today. Currently, the company has about a 25% stake in the next-generation memory market, which positions it just behind major players like Samsung and SK Hynix from South Korea. The value of Micron's stock has shot up by 50% since the beginning of the year, signaling that we're only at the early stages of a long and fierce competition over artificial intelligence capabilities. Major technology companies like OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, and Meta Platforms are all part of this race. They are continuously working to develop more powerful and faster AI systems. To support this rapid development, there's a growing need for more effective memory and storage systems that can handle the large volumes of data these AI systems use. After NVIDIA, we look at how our digital footprints are protected. The hidden network fueling the semiconductor boom. Let's delve deep into the world of Applied Materials, commonly known as AMAT. This company, nestled in the bustling tech hub of Silicon Valley, plays a pivotal role in the creation of the tiny chips that power some of the most advanced technologies in the world, like NVIDIA's graphics processing units. Their work is so crucial that NVIDIA's big boss, Jensen Huang, said that their GPUs wouldn't be possible without the tech from Applied Materials. AMAT is a trailblazer in developing reactors that are essential for building layers on chips. These layers are the building blocks of the semiconductor chips that are in almost every electronic device you use, from your phone to your computer. But that's not all they do. Their special polishing tools help make the chip surfaces super smooth, which helps them work better and faster. And their etching tools are super important too, because they create detailed designs on the chips that are critical for their operation. Their groundbreaking innovations have led to the creation of incredibly tiny chips, some as small as 3 nanometers. Imagine something so small that you can't see it with your eyes, but it's powerful enough to process information faster than the older, bigger chips could ever dream of. These advancements are crucial for tech companies like NVIDIA, who need these powerful chips to handle really complex tasks that their devices perform. Applied Materials doesn't just make one kind of tool. They make a whole bunch of different machines that are used at nearly every step of chip making. They have special machines called chemical mechanical polishers that make each layer of the semiconductor material perfect. This is super important because if the layers aren't smooth and perfect, the chips won't work right. They also use a cool technique called batch etching and deposition. This basically means they carve out tiny channels on the semiconductor layers and then fill them up with metal. This turns the prepared materials into a working electrical circuit, which is what makes your electronic devices function. But Applied Materials is more than just a company that makes cool tools. They're a key player in a huge network of companies that all work together to make the technology we rely on every day. From the computers we work on to the phones we chat on, none of it would be possible without the background magic that companies like AMAT perform. Looking ahead, the demand for more advanced and powerful chips is only going to grow, especially with new technologies like generative AI on the rise. This means the work that companies like NVIDIA and Micron do is getting even more complicated and demanding. They're already struggling to keep up because making these advanced chips requires a lot of resources and precise manufacturing. From privacy, we move to the big names in tech shaping our future. Tech giants' symbiotic relationships. The world of technology, a few major companies like NVIDIA, Micron, and Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company hold significant power. These companies depend on each other to create products that push technology forward. For instance, NVIDIA's latest GPUs, known as Blackwell GPUs, are creating a higher demand for advanced memory solutions. Applied Materials, a company that creates specialized machinery, is benefiting from this by projecting a four-fold increase in revenue from packaging high-bandwidth memory, essential for running advanced AI programs. Micron supplies the memory that these powerful GPUs require. Without Micron's memory, NVIDIA's GPUs would not function as intended. This interdependence highlights how interconnected these tech giants are. On the other hand, Applied Materials provides the necessary equipment to assemble these complex memory systems. This equipment is crucial because without it, producing the memory for NVIDIA's GPUs would be impossible. Amazingly, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company is responsible for making over 60% of all chips globally, which underscores its dominance and critical role in the tech industry. This ecosystem is tightly knit, where each player, though seemingly independent, relies heavily on the others. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company's role is particularly vital because it brings together all these elements, turning designs into tangible products that power everything from computers to smartphones. The interplay of these companies demonstrates not just cooperation, but a delicate balance where each one's success is tied to the performance of the others. This focus on creating specific types of chips for big tech companies underlines a strategic move toward tailored solutions that form the foundation of our digital environment. In my previous discussion about Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, such specialized manufacturing processes are designed to serve distinct needs, enhancing graphics, improving CPU efficiency, or optimizing servers for flexibility and data management. As the demand for new artificial intelligence applications grows, these applications require innovative chip designs and structures. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company stands to benefit greatly. They are among the few capable of manufacturing these specialized chips economically on a large scale. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company 3-nanometer technology, called N3, is not just a small improvement, but is already being produced on a large scale. What's even more significant is their plans for the future. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company is preparing to start making chips using 2-nanometer technology, which will begin in 2025. These chips are expected to be used by major companies like Apple and NVIDIA. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company is clearly pushing ahead, and it wouldn't be surprising if they introduced new technologies that allow for even more memory in devices for companies like Micron, or increase the number of transistors on a chip to improve how much power it uses. This is crucial for companies like NVIDIA, where reducing power use is essential for running large AI data centers efficiently. It's clear that Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company is not just participating in the market. They are aiming to lead it by continually introducing new and improved technologies. This constant innovation in areas critical to the tech industry, such as reducing power use and fitting more capabilities into chips, may put Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company in a leading position in the chip manufacturing industry for a long time. This ongoing effort to improve could change the competitive landscape, possibly placing Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company at the top of the tech industry. This focus on advanced, efficient technologies shows Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company commitment to maintaining its lead and shaping the future of technology. NVIDIA has developed a tool called AutoDMP that is changing how chips are designed. This tool helps Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, a major company in the semiconductor industry, to place the parts of a chip in the best possible way. Using AutoDMP, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company can design chips 30 times faster than before. While this speed is impressive, it makes one wonder about the potential risks of relying too heavily on such technology. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company also uses another technology from NVIDIA, the COU library, to speed up a part of chip making known as computational lithography. This step used to slow down the whole process. But now, thanks to NVIDIA, it's 40 to 60 times faster. This advancement is significant, but it also brings up issues such as whether jobs will be lost because machines are doing the work faster. The relationship between NVIDIA and Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company strengthens both companies. They help each other improve continuously. Every time NVIDIA makes better AI, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company can produce better chips, which in turn helps NVIDIA improve its AI even more. It's a cycle of improvement. But it's worth questioning what this means for the future of human involvement in this field. Additionally, it's important to mention autonomous sensory meridian response when talking about Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. Autonomous sensory meridian response is the only company that makes a specific type of machine needed for making advanced chips. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company relies on these machines to make their chips. This dependence on a single supplier for crucial equipment highlights a potential weak spot in the global tech production line. To move these gigantic machines, you need many trucks and several large airplanes. Interestingly, about 90% of the parts that make up these machines are made by over 100 companies worldwide. Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, the company that puts these machines together, doesn't actually make these parts themselves. Instead, they coordinate how these parts are assembled. This strategy allows Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response to focus on putting the machine together rather than trying to be the best at making every single part. One of the critical parts in these machines is a set of special mirrors made by a company called Zeiss. These mirrors are the flattest in the world. To give you an idea of how flat these mirrors are, imagine if Zeiss made a mirror as large as the entire United States. The highest bump on that mirror would be no bigger than a speck of dust. The extreme flatness of these mirrors is crucial because it ensures the machine can print very precise chip designs. Now we delve into the crucial world of chip makers and their global impact. The global puzzle of advanced chip production. By choosing not to make all these parts themselves, Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response avoids the enormous challenge and potential problems of creating each highly specialized component. Instead, they rely on the expertise of various suppliers who are experts in making specific parts. This reduces the risk of things going wrong and allows Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response to focus on assembling these complex machines. Coordinating all these different parts from various suppliers is a significant logistical challenge, ensuring they all work perfectly together in the final assembly of these technological giants. This approach highlights not only the complexity of the technology, but also the intricate web of global cooperation required to bring such advanced machines to life. This strategy means that any new competitor would need to spend a vast amount of money and many years to even start challenging Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Some people worry that this strategy could slow down new ideas and keep prices high, which could prevent technology from being accessible to more people. Their newest machine, the High-NA Extreme Ultraviolet Lithography machine, represents a significant technological step forward. This machine can etch extremely fine lines on chips, 1.7 times finer than the previous models. Such precision allows for putting 2.9 times more transistors on a chip, which can lead to faster processing speeds and greater memory capacity. This advancement is particularly important as the demand for better and more efficient AI technology continues to grow. The technology we're talking about is very advanced and also very expensive, which means that only the biggest companies in technology can afford to use it. For example, Intel has already set up the first of these new, fancy machines. This situation could create a world where just a few large companies hold all the control over the production of the most cutting-edge technology. Smites like Intel are at the forefront, but this might leave smaller companies struggling to catch up. If only a few companies hold all the power in technology, we might see less variety in new technologies coming out. There could also be a bigger reliance on just one supplier, which isn't the best scenario if we want a competitive and varied field of technology. In the world of making tiny chips that power our gadgets, big companies like Intel are really stepping up their game. They're working on chips that are just 2 nanometers tiny. That's super small, about 50,000 times smaller than a human hair. Intel is pushing forward with something called the 18A and 14A process nodes. They're betting big on these to stay in the lead, or at least keep up with their big rival, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. Now, TSMC isn't just waiting around. They have their own plan, and are confident that their new tech will be ready by 2025. They're not even using the fanciest new machines for their next big step. They believe their new designs will do the job well without them. And then there's Samsung, another giant in the chip game. They too are joining this race and plan to start making their own 2-nanometer chips. These super advanced chips from Samsung will first find their way into smartphones, and later they'll be used in computers and even cars that need lots of computing power. This chip race isn't just about getting ahead. It's about setting the stage for the next generation of electronics. Everything from smartphones and laptops to smart cars and data centers will benefit from these tiny, powerful chips. As these tech titans push forward, they're not just shaping their futures, they're shaping ours too. They're all in a sprint to meet the booming demand for faster, more efficient technology. So, as these companies innovate and outdo each other, we get gadgets that are more capable and energy efficient, making our digital lives smoother and greener. Is Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company risking innovation speed over reliability? Let us know in the comments, like, and subscribe for more.